good difference between the TS2000 Kenwood and Yaesu here, but I never thought about it. I had the preamp on. I may turn the preamp off on this Yaesu and kind of match them up here in a little while, see how they do compared to each other without the preamp on.
Yeah, it gives a better signal report with IPO at 1 or 2, but then usually at 20 or 25 over, it's pretty much in line with this old 530. A little bit of difference in them, but not much with IPO off.
How come they call it IPO?
I'd have to get the manual out and tell you.
It's called an intercept point.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's basically preamp, two-stage preamp, I guess.
Yeah, I tried to hit that PRN repeater for my house tonight when I got home, and I couldn't hit it.
Yeah, well, is the mountain in your way, or is it just too far away?
They may be one ridge. I think it's just a little bit too far away. If I had me a UHF beam with some good gain, I might be able to get into it.
Well, your mobile sounded good. Of course, that digital audio is kind of tinny, but you said I could tell your voice.
Yeah, that's one of the characteristics of DMR is being a little tight, a little tinny sound. I looked at the hard list when I got home tonight for PR, and they hadn't been that much activity since me and you was on.
Yeah, I was looking at it a little earlier. I was going to look at it and see what our signal reports were on it, but I forgot about it, and it got down too far where I couldn't go back that far. I could go back to 5:30, but I think we was talking around 4 o'clock, and then we can go back that far. Ain't like talking on here. You get here. You want the best signal you can get on a meter. On there, you want the lowest signal. Yeah, I think, what was I doing anyway? It was around 8 or 9 o'clock. I was in here for a few minutes, and the radio was on, and there was 3 guys talking, and they talked for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's the only conversation I heard all night long on PRN. If you go to that last herd, there's several of them talking on a local channel somewhere, or on chat 1 or 2 somewhere, you know, like Charlotte or Raleigh. But there wasn't nobody on the PRN. Or channel 1.
Right. I see, Westville, Virginia, repeater.
Yeah, that's probably too far for me with now Fancy Gap. That might be attainable.
I see one out of, Coloway, North Carolina, which is pretty good ways west of me.
How far are you from Boone? 50 miles?
Let me see here. I can, it's probably an hour and a half, maybe. Let me see if I can figure that out.
Yeah, if it takes an hour and a half to get there, it's probably about 75 miles or so.
Via road miles from here, which is not really a straight line, but it's 78 miles road miles.
Yeah, it takes a pretty strong beam to reach out. Well, that's something to play with, Keith, when you ain't got nothing to do on 80 meters.
That's a Roger.
NE4NC.
K4HC.
KG4H.
Well, 3770 was bleed over from both sides when I was down there earlier. I don't guess Johnny and Rick is on yet. come down a degree here in Climax, North Carolina.
You're at 33.
Yep, 33 degrees. And they don't pick up trash till tomorrow because of the holidays. This afternoon I went to roll them cans out to the road. Good grace, I had to come back in and get my coat. That wind was breezy.
I'll be doggone if they ain't got some PRN repeaters in Texas.
Are you looking at that last herd?
Oh, the repeater list.
Okay, well, I seen some guy on there from Texas. That don't mean he was on a Whitford repeater, but I don't mean he was, I don't mean he was, he may have been up here talking on a Whitford repeater. I don't know. I just remember seeing his ID showed Texas.
Get on there, Paul, and key up one of them on there. I want to see what your RSSI is. You had a negative 102.
Yeah, repeat that. My mic cord hit the VFO.
You had a negative 102. And a while ago, when you was on PRN, you had a well, that's a negative 102.7 then. I can't remember how it is. Is it the bigger the number, the better your signal is?
It's just the opposite. Just the opposite. I would have thought I think my repeater there has got some issues because it's and usually I get that much out of a walkie-talkie. I can't even hit it with that little walkie-talkie. I'm going to hit it off the expert machine, see if it drops any more. It's actually closer and higher than any frequency.
Had a negative 110.9.
That went up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, most time what I've seen, if you get around 100 or below it, you get a pretty fair signal.
Roger, roger.
When it gets up around 120, it'll start, the audio starts digitizing a little bit.
Yeah, they call that burr. You get a breaks in your packet packet brakes or something. I think the common term in the commercial world they call it BRR, BRR or something like that. Did I double with you?
No, I heard what you said. I was moving some of that stuff around. That darn microphone, that thing's knocking everything over on my desk. Yeah, I really don't know what to call it, but it sounded like your audio's rippling, you know.
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, when them Nextel radios first come out, we started getting them there where I work. And, you know, if I was talking close to one of the guys I was talking to, as long as my audio was short, I could key and then I'd hear myself coming over his radio. N4NC.
K4HC.
KG4H.
When are y'all doing that?
No, that's not me. I don't know who's doing that. It's just somebody playing, I believe.
Ain't got a very strong signal.
Sound like you got a microphone up next to a soldering iron.
Well, I'm listening to make some connections here on an old hand mic. But, you know, fixing to solder some connections here and test it after a while sometime, but it's not me doing that.
Well, they may be trying to talk, got a microphone problem. That almost sounds like